Hello, Team Assured. Cheryl and I are here today to give you some listing mastermind toolkit tips. So we want to give you this very first one, and most of the agents that have been in business for a while have this one. But number one, absolutely positively, you must have some type of listing presentation. All a listing presentation is just simply your script that you're going to use, that you're going to follow when you are talking to the customer about obtaining their listing. So make sure that you have a good solid listing presentation, whether it is a video, whether it is a 10 key points to highlight what you're going to talk about, whether it is a full paper listing package. Those samples can be found in our Google Drive. Those links, I think they say home seller presentations, okay? Cheryl is going to give you our number 2 tip for this video for today, which is going to be marketing yourself and marketing your company, because you cannot market the listing if you cannot market yourself and your company.
I'm going to be talking about marketing yourself and the company, because already you should be branding yourself, because the sellers of these homes want to know and trust you. They want to know who's listing my property. Are they capable of that? You've probably already sent them a pre-listing, so they already know that. But the key is to brand you. What are your core values? What do you stand for? Are you going to be able to list their property? Do you have any experience in that? Now, if you're new, you're going to use mostly the company's experience. And we've been around for 16 years. But between the broker and the sales manager, you have about 50 years of experience. And you want to build on the culture of Assured. Here is more of a team environment where that owner is never left lagging if something happens to that particular agent. We move on, we get it sold, and we advertise more than anybody else, basically, because we give more of ourselves. We don't just put it on the market and expect it to sell itself, even though in this market it basically does, but you need to have your checklist. When you go on these listing appointments and marketing yourself, you need to know this material. You need to study it and know it and revamp it. All right.
So our third point that we want to point out for this listing mastermind toolkit is make sure you know everything about the subject property. This means make sure you've done your research on the comparables, what's sold, what's active. You need to actually email all of this information to yourself. Make sure you studied it. Make sure you studied the end tax for the property. Make sure you go back and do an archive for the property. You should know when else the property was listed, how many days it was on the market. So making sure you have your research together. This is going to be very important for each subject property, because at any given time, if the owner asks you something about their property and or about the area, you should be able to answer those questions for them. So those are our 3 things for today's listing market masterpiece mastermind toolkit.
You think about Master P, huh?
Thank you so much, Team Assured. We appreciate it.
Team Assured.
Yeah.